Welcome back, Poke fans. My name is the Poke Dude, and today is going to be a topic video and not a list video. And that is the possibility of a Gen 1 or Gen 4 remake. Everybody's leaning towards a Generation 4 remake, as there's the small majority of people who want to see a Generation 1 remake because of Sun and Moon and the talks of Kanto. Do I think this is ever going to happen? No. Here, and before I actually get into it, I just want to say thank you to Glitch X City for the music for this video, and the gameplay footage is from Luroi. Links to their channel will be in the description below. So let's get on to why I think Generation 1 and 4 remakes are never gonna happen. Okay, so here's why I think there's not gonna be a Generation 4 remakes. For the 3DS, I forgot to mention that this is for mainly aimed towards a 3DS. Here's why I don't think it's ever gonna happen for the 3DS. Because Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum can still be played on the 3DS. I don't know what you're thinking, and it's what everybody has been in the Pokemon community saying. Well, if they remade Generation 1, 2, and 3, so Generation 4 should be next, right? No, because it can still be played. The only reason why they remade Generation 1 for the Game Boy Advance is because it could not, what am I thinking? What am I trying to say? Because you couldn't trade from Generation 1 and 2 to Generation 3 on the Game Boy Advance. Hence why they remade it. Yeah, it could still be played on the Game Boy Advance, but you couldn't trade, and that's what upset a lot of Pokemon fans. So they thought, okay, for the 10th anniversary, I believe it was, could be wrong, don't quote me on it, they decided to remake the first generation, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Then when the DS came out, you couldn't play the old Game Boy games. So, you couldn't play the old Game Boy Color games. So what did they do? They remade Generation 1 and 2. They remade but what I mean by that is if you played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Generation 1 is in there. And you can still play Heart Gold and Soul Silver on the 3DS. If you can find it. It's getting more and more rare to find, and it's really sought after. But anyway, you can still play it on a 3DS system. So why would they remake something if you can play it? It's the same reason why they remade Generation 3. You can't play it on a 3DS. So that's why they remade a Generation 3 games, because you couldn't play it. That's why they remade the first 3 generations of games for the 3DS. You couldn't play them otherwise. So that's why they had to remake it, is so that new players can play it, so they can experience the first generation of Pokemon. And I'm getting sick of seeing people saying, I want a Generation 4 remake, when you can just play the game. It still works on a 3DS. So, those who want to go play Generation 4, you have 2 options. 3 technically. Option number 1, go out and buy the game. Option number 2, emulate the game. Option number 3, stop bitching about it and go do options 1 or 2. Okay, so that is just my opinion on the topic, and it's been bugging me that a lot of people have been saying, oh, there has to be a Gen 4 remake because they remade the first 3 generations, so why not Gen 4? And I've seen a video saying where someone done all the Generation 4 references to a possible Generation 4 remake, And then I remember seeing someone wanting a Generation 1 remake because it's the 20th anniversary, so why not remake the first ever Pokemon game? So and my argument still stands. Unless they make a new system, a new handheld system. You kind of have it in the Nintendo Switch, but I'm not getting into that because I don't like the Nintendo Switch. And I seriously hope that they don't have a Pokemon game on this Switch. Otherwise, I will have to fucking buy one, and I don't want to do that. But anyway, unless they put out a new handheld-only system that cannot support DS or 3DS games, then and only then can I see them doing a Generation 4 remake or a Generation 1 remake. Because we already have the accessibility to play through Gens 1 to 7 on a 3DS. You can play Generation 4 on a 3DS, you can play Generation 2, which has Generation 1 on a 3DS, you can play Generation 5, you can play Generation 6, you can play Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and you can play now Sun and Moon. So that's my thoughts and opinions on it. Let me know if you agree with me, and let's get to the end card. So there you guys go. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the idea of a Generation 1 and Generation 4 remake. If you agree, please do make sure to leave a like to let me know that you've watched to the very end. Also, again, huge thanks to Glitch X City for the music. Link to her channel will be in the description below. And Luroi for the footage. Also, his link to his channel will be in the description below, though he doesn't really upload much anymore, so I don't know. His link will still be there though, because he is the one PokeTuber who got me back into Pokemon. So thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video tomorrow.